Hello, my dear students. Uh, good afternoon. I hope that you are well and safe. Try to stay at home. Keep away from mixing from other people. Don't mix with other people so that you can stay healthy, happy, and comfortable. Today we have reading one course. We have lesson 4. We have reading 11. Dear Sandy, I wrote to you last year about my suspicions of my husband and our next-door neighbor, the widow Talbot. You never answered, and now I really need help. My husband and I have been married for 10 years. We have 3 beautiful children, a house with a pool in a lovely suburban development, and I don't go out to work because I think children need their mother. Don't you? 2 years ago, the widow Talbot moved into the house next door, and our children and hers became the best of friends. Feeling sorry for the lonely widow, I invited her and her family over for barbecues and other social events. All was proceeding well until the widow began to ask my husband to do little home repairs jobs, like fixing the air conditioning, the leaky faucets, and the furnace. Now I have found out that her house has been in perfect condition, and she and my husband have been carrying on at her house. I wondered why she always sent her children over to play with my children when he was making repairs. Well, now I know. Our phone was out of order one day while he was there, and I went over to see her phone or to use her phone and found my husband in her arms. I am frantic. I am sure he loves me and the little ones. What should I do? Should I get a divorce? Distraught and deteriorate. Dear Distraught, you sound like a devoted mother. We all know that divorce is very hard on everyone, especially the kids. I recommend you talk over the situation with your husband. After 10 years of marriage, surely you can reach an understanding about the widow Talbot. Try to cook his favorite food and pampering him a bit, more than usual, to woo him back to you. If your own efforts fail, you should make an appointment with a professional marriage counselor to discuss the situation. Now, I think you have to read the passage at least twice to answer these questions. A, we have detailed comprehension. Answer the following questions according to the nature of the item. Number 1. The author of this letter is waiting or is writing to number A, a marriage counselor, B, her mother, C, an advice to the lovelorn columnist, her lawyer, D, her lawyer. Yes, I mean here she is writing to an advice to the lovelorn columnist. Number 2. Question number 2. The reply to the letter is based upon the writer's A, dislike of flirtatious widows, B, desire to protect the children, C, wide experience with such marital problems. D. Impatience with a silly wife. The answer is C. Wide experience with such marital problems. Marital means marriage or related to marriage. Question number 3. According to the letter from Distraught, the widow A was lying about needing home repairs. B. Bought a run-down house. C. Was monogamous. D. Had a telephone that worked. Yes, I think the answer is A. The widow was lying about needing home repairs. Number 4. Distraught is advised to A. Prepare the children for the divorce. B. Pamper the widow. C. See her lawyer. D. Give her husband special care and attention. I think D is the answer, to give her husband special care and attention. Question number 5. How did you get your answer to question 4? Number 1. It was stated in the reading. B. It was implied in the reading. D. C. The reading did not give the necessary information. Yes, it was implied. Question number 6. You can infer that Distraught and her husband A. are always kind to strangers. B. Are careless of their children. C. Have a comfortable income. D. Enjoy cooking outdoors. All right, I think the answer is A. Are always kind to strangers. Number 7. List the details that give you the answer to question 6. So she invited Widow Talbot to her house. She invited her to barbecues and social events, and her children and hers became the best friends. Number 8. What does Distraught say in her letter that implies she considers herself a good mother? The answer is she doesn't go out to work. Number 9. Why did the widow send her children over to Distraught house? The answer is to be alone with the husband, because she is having an affair with him. Number 10. Probably, the expression carrying on means A. Repairing faucets. B. Lifting groceries. C. Continuing. D. Having an affair. The answer is D. Having an affair. Question number 11. Apparently, seemingly, the word distraught means disillusioned. B. Desperate. C. Distressed. D. Dispersed. The answer is C. Distressed. Right. Now we move to the next part. We have another letter, to Sandy. Dear Sandy, I am worried sick about my husband. 10 years ago, he was drinking so much that our marriage was foundering. Realizing he was ruining his own life and his children and mine, he went to Alcoholics Anonymous. Within months, he was a new man, healthy, happy, a wonderful husband and father. He forswore drinking forever. Recently, however, he read someplace that alcoholics could drink a little if they did so cautiously. It's like a nightmare. His boss is ready to fire him. The children have moved out, and our marriage is once more on the brink of dissolving in alcohol. Is it possible for a reformed alcoholic to drink moderately? Depressed in Malawi. The answer, dear depressed, no, it is not possible for an alcoholic to drink moderately. Alcoholism is a disease for which the only cure is abstinence. Research with thousands of subjects has proven conclusively that an alcoholic should not drink at all. He has no more control over his drinking than he would over a ferocious bear. Unless your husband returns to AA for help, your woes will never cease. Right. So this is about social problem, a drinking problem. The husband is drinking too much, and he's about to destroy his own life, his children's life, and his wife. Now we have part one. We have detailed comprehension. Respond to each item as indicated. The author is writing to a doctor who specializes in nervous diseases. B, a newspaper columnist who gives advice to readers. C, Alcoholics Anonymous to enroll her husband. D, a lawyer to get divorce. The answer is B, a newspaper columnist who gives advice to readers. The question number 2. The reply to the letter is based upon A, the writer's disdain for alcoholism, B, objective proof, C, personal experience, D, subjective data. The answer is B, objective proof, because she refers to research. Question number 3. According to this reading, an alcoholic at a cocktail party, A, could have no more than one drink, B, wouldn't be a good host, C, couldn't take his wife with him, D, had better drink water in a highball glass. The answer is D, had better drink water in a highball glass. Question number 4. Presumably, probably, the alcoholic can get help from A, his wife, B, his children, C, his lawyer, and D, none of the above. Of course, alcoholics could get none of the above. That's D. The answer is D. All right, question number 5. An alcoholic can control his drinking. True or false? Do you think an alcoholic can control his drinking? Of course, no. Not. No, he could not. According to this reading, he could never control his drinking. Question number 6. How did you get your answer to question 5? A. It was stated in the reading. B. It was implied in the reading. C. The reading did not give the necessary information. And the meaning is implied. It was implied in the reading. We have vocabulary work. Getting the meaning from context. Fill in the blank with the word according to the context of the sentence. How are the words used in this reading? Number 1. His ignorance of the best ways of investing in the stock market brought him to the, yes, we have beak, we have bank, we have brink, and we have break. And the answer is brought him to the brink of ruin, to the edge, near ruin. Number 2. His wife was, yes, sick, worried sick, wistful, and ferocious. The answer, his wife was worried sick about his health. Question number 3. The ship at sea sailed, failed, foundered, leaned. Yes, the ship foundered at sea, and all board were lost. Yes, foundered means sank. She went on a diet. Yes. Ate, meted, forswore, rebuilt sweets. Yeah, because she's on a diet, she forswore, she stopped sweets and lost 20 pounds. Question number 5. If you can't get to work on time, your boss will hire, A. Hire, B. Fire, C. Praise, D. Rebel. The answer is fire you, dismiss you. Number 6. An alcoholic's only hope for a cure lies in, yes, in control or ruin or sickness or abstinence from drinking. The answer is D. Abstinence, stopping. And number 7. The district attorney proved conclusively. A. B. Concretely. C. Cautiously. D. Carelessly. Yeah, the district attorney proved conclusively that the gang had murdered the federal agent. Number 8. Little Red Riding Hood had a frightening escape from, yes, a friendly, a grandmotherly, a likable, or ferocious wolf. The answer is ferocious. Fierce means fierce. Number 9. Ophelia had so many stories, news, tales, woes to recount that we all cried for her, and that means woes, means sadness. Number 10. For faster relief from pain, we have dissolve, rotate, elevate, or light the tablet in water. Of course, dissolve it in water. All right, we have here a vocabulary building. Here are 10 groups of words that are frequent, confused, and misused. Look at the definitions, then fill in the correct word in the sentences. Number 1, we have adapt, adopt, and we have to use one in A or B. The committee decided to adopt the new regulations. B, it is difficult to adapt to a new environment. Number 2, adverse and averse. Yes, we have the jury made an adverse decision, so he was hanged. B, an anorexic is averse to food. Number 3, we have allusion, delusion, and illusion. We have that poor man is under the delusion that he is Hitler. B, I am not familiar enough with mythology to understand all the allusions to it in the poem. C, a good patient or a good painter can give you the illusion of a broad space in his works. Number 4, we have compliment and compliment. I must here compliment you on your choice of flowers for the party. B, they are just the right flowers to complement the table setting. Number 5, counsel and counsel. The council advised the president to raise taxes. Number B, the group was famous for its good counsel. Number 6, illicit and illicit. Yes, we have the detective attempted to elicit the information about the illicit drug ring. Number 7, we have explicit and implicit. The manual gives explicit instructions on how to repair a bicycle. B, there was definitely an implicit threat in the way he glared at her. Number 8, ingenious and ingenious. Ingenious and ingenuous. An ingenious high school student in the university invented a video game. Katie is so ingenious, she will believe anything you tell her. Infer and imply. I infer from what you just said that the engagement is over. Did you mean to infer that? Did you mean to imply that you don't love me anymore? Number 10, immigrant and immigrate. Many adventurous people immigrated from England to Australia. If you immigrate to this country, you will have to learn the language. Now, this is the end of this lesson. If you have any questions, please let me know. And goodbye for the moment. See you next lesson. Thank you.